tell me, after you curing your cancer, right now you are okay. You're day by day, step by step. I think last time you told me your cancer already gone. Could you tell me what's your life right now? Morning you get up, evening go sleep, of course. So tell me your whole day. What do you do? How do you eat? You looks very, healthy.
Thank
you
you
looks
very
healthy.
much.
Tell me your very normal life. A little introduce that.
Well, here's one little fun thing is, so one of the symptoms of my thyroid being sick is my hair was receding. It was like, I remember looking in the mirror going, what's wrong with my hair? So strange. And so now it's been about 12, 13 months. And I've noticed I have all these new hair coming in. So, and a lot of symptoms that I'd had and I had ignored have gone away. So that's one thing I want people to know is to pay attention to those symptoms. So that's the first thing that was a fun gift is I get all this new
new hair
happiness.
growth.
So that's been a fun experience the last several months. New hair, the symptoms are gone, and I operated my life the same with the cancer. Is now I feel
different
free.
Right now. This is still.
Well, here's what's different.
Okay.
I am more.
You have the rules, like you get up the certain time every day, or you have to change your life.
I was disciplined anyways with the healthy eating. One thing I did about 2009, I was going down to the Optima Health Institute and detoxing my body and being healthy, but I'd come home to my house and I would still use, shampoos that had chemicals, lotions that had chemicals. And in 2010, I threw them all away and got all non-toxic organic things. With the cancer, I went to a whole nother level. Like I even got rid of my coffee maker. I got a Bodum, which is stainless steel, and found other new things to get rid of. So I improved more healthy things, more healthy activities, like how I prepare certain foods. I'm sensitive to aluminum. Putting food in aluminum, people don't realize your food is absorbing the metal. We don't want aluminum and metals in our body. So I made those changes in my life. One thing I've always done, which I think I have about 100 people doing this now, I started telling people about this a few years ago, is lemon water. A lot of people don't know this, but if you wake up in the morning and if you take a half a lemon and you squeeze it in the lemon water, you will flush your liver out immediately. Now, if you go grab a donut or you go sip coffee or tea, your brain and your body has to go digest that stuff and digest the cream and the coffee, and your liver never fully cleans out. So I have all my friends and family, everybody are drinking lemon water now. It's life-changing, really. Try it, everybody. If you drink lemon water every morning when you wake up before you do anything, you'll have more energy through the day. You'll be more clear because your liver got a chance to dump all the toxins. And if you don't do that, unfortunately, your liver is carrying that all day long. And you wonder why you're tired or groggy. And then if you go every day like that, you compound your liver being more filthy. Does that make sense? Or more toxic?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Here is Zhou Show and Beautiful Life. Right now, I'm interviewing Lynne Haaland. She is one of interesting people I interview. And she introduced herself. She's a businesswoman. And she introduced herself, how she cured her cancer. And use a holistic, use carabine oil. And I want to make our conversation more interesting, so I want to ask her a question, a couple question. So, do you like animals? Pets?
I love all animals.
So, I wanted to do the game with you, okay? Make our conversation, our interview more interesting. Okay, and all the animals, and I want to give you intelligence test, okay?
Okay.
All the animals, which one is your first you love it? Which animals?
Oh my gosh, that's tough. I love so many animals.
No, have to. You cannot think. Just tell me because it's a test. Okay. Tell me which one. First one.
Well, I like.
First one.
Cats and dogs.
Dog. Okay.
But I have a cat.
Second is a cat. Second, what kind of like animal you like the second? Like your letter, like the first you like the dog.
I love all animals, but I love cats because they take care of themselves.
Okay, so first you like a dog, the second you like cat. What's the third one?
Pandas.
Panda. Okay. One is dog, second is cat, last one is panda. Good. So you know why? There is a psychologist say, first animal you think, you tell me, means the other people, the people around think who you are. That means your character, people think your character maybe like a dog. Second, you think you're a cat. That makes me surprised. That means you think who you are. You think second animal you like means you think who you are. So I think I'm a horse. I'm not agree with people think I'm a dog. I think I'm a horse. Third one, that means you are really who you are. So you are really a panda.
They're just so cute.
That's
the pandas are adorable.
This audience, I really before I didn't ask the Lynne the question. We're really so you like panda. So we're talking China. How about you think of China?
I love it's interesting. I was able to go to China for the first time.
You've been to China
recently.
Recently,
for my first time ever.
First time go to China.
Yes.
Okay, let's introduce of that.
Actually,
you been?
More specifically, it was Hong Kong.
Oh,
but
Hong
I'd
Kong,
never been to Asia in my life.
How do you feel you meet the Chinese people in Los
so
Angeles here and there? How different? It's different
very
or the same?
Different. Very different. But Hong Kong it's very
it is international.
Yes.
It's a very international city.
Yes, it is. And so, but this still has a lot of the Chinese roots.
Most of the people there speak the Cantonese.
Cantonese?
And English, of course. Yeah, they can speak in the Cantonese. Not like the most people in the mainland China, the people speak the Mandarin, 普通话. Okay, you know that?
I don't know any Mandarin whatsoever. And you know, I actually like to analyze things. I have a huge respect for Asia and the Chinese culture. And I always like to analyze like how intelligent you guys are and as a country as a whole. And I was thinking about your language. It's very complicated. When you look at those characters, there's a lot of information in just one
character. Like our Chinese character, like 3,000 years.
Yes.
More than 3,000 years.
It's one of the most complicated languages you can ever speak. So I figured out, I've been having a lot of revelations this year, especially since I healed myself and whatnot, is that because it's so complicated, and like you, Joey, so you know your language, which is very complicated, and then you learn English, your brain is evolving, or it's being activated in a very sophisticated way. Because you have to speak your complicated language and English, which is also complicated. So I marvel, or I admire a lot of the minds in China, and I have a huge respect for the culture and the tradition that they have. It's very interesting to me, and it's fascinating. And so when I was there to experience it, it was wonderful. And then figuring out, you guys actually exercise your brain because to speak that very complicated language and then the ones that also speak English, wow, it's incredible skill.
So how much you know about China before you go to the Hong Kong? How much you know the China?
I always had an interest from afar, even though I hadn't been before. I never had the opportunity. But my father went to China. And
your father went to China?
Yes, because he was a well-known golf course developer in California. And so he was invited to come and look at a piece of land where the Pingxi golf course was being explored, and he consulted them. And my father wrote me a letter from Hong Kong. And I still have that letter to this day. He's since passed, but having that letter to me, he wrote it on Hong Kong paper, and he was in a lot of the China mainland as well. It was touching. So then when I went there, I felt, even though he didn't know I was there from my father's roots being there.
Okay.
So that's my tie-in to China, and having an opportunity to go recently and build relationships over there is very special to me.
Yeah, why I ask you like to China because you use treatment for your cancer.
Yes.
That's a Chinese way. Holistic. That's a Chinese way.
While I respected you guys immensely before,
We call the Chinese medical.
Eastern,
Chinese
holistic.
Chinese medicine, Chinese medical. Yeah.
It's almost like when I was doing this, I was feeling like I had support, even though I never been to China, or I felt just immense respect.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Do you have the religion, Lynne?
I have faith in God.
You have faith in God, so you believe in God.
It's huge, for me. In fact, it's primarily how I make every decision in my life. I essentially, I feel He is my light. He is who who I connect with, and I make. He guides me, and I make. I answer to Him, so I treat everyone on the planet equal. Does that make sense? Because He loves everybody equal. I have
like sunshine.
Yes.
Like sunshine shining everybody.
Right.
Shining
Everybody's
everything.
important. Whether you're the vendor at 7-Eleven when I'm walking in there in a convenience store, or you're, some high up debutante, president or whatever. Everyone is equal because we're all
humanity.
Yes.
Humanity is equal. I like it. I like the comments. So I ask you religion. You say you believe the God. That I want to ask because you used to have the cancer and you overcome and you pass that. So you take the challenge, the huge challenge, even to the man, to everybody. If you got cancer, that's really challenge. So I want to ask you, when you think about the death, so someday when we die, where we go, and how you face the death, I want to ask that question. If you don't mind.
Yeah, I have, even with my faith, it's huge. I have a very strong faith. But since we've all never been over on the other side yet, it's a little scary, right? It's like, what's going to happen? I know in my heart, without a doubt, I've seen miracles. I've seen things, just not like I witnessed someone walk again or something like that, but I've seen huge things happen on this earth, or manifestations of God in light and spirit. So I know for sure there's something after this. And I've been getting new revelations about how we're all connected in life and how it's a lot closer than we think. Like if I think about you and you're in China, I'm sending you thoughts and you can actually get them. That's a new concept to me. And that's why I truly believe if you didn't have a God and you didn't have hope that when we die, we would go join that light, I think it'd be a really scary place to be here. Wouldn't you? I think it'd be, I love that I know there's something. It's still strange because we don't know what it's like on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
坐落于转18的老成都川菜馆是由四川特级名厨和专业管理团队打造的餐饮品牌企业。自开业以来，其正宗地道的川菜佳肴受到了众多消费者的一致好评。无论是本地食客，还是远道而来的中外客人，都为品尝到正宗美味的川菜而津津乐道，流连忘返。老成都川菜馆现承接公司、教会、社团、学校、社区及家庭各类 partner 的订餐服务，近期将开展预订优惠的订餐活动。详情请咨询909-367-2829或来电洽谈。1220 South Diamond Bar Boulevard, Suite D, Diamond Bar, California 91765.
So, what's your goal in your life? Like, I want to ask you a question because you got cancer. Before you got cancer, what's the goal? Is different with after you got cancer. So I want to ask you, what's your goal in your life?
Well, that's a great question because there's so many things I want to do. Like you saw the gown. I design my gowns for fun. And I actually started my career in fashion and design and switched it to communication design. And then that went into help work on the internet for many years. So I worked on many, many web projects for large clients, and my business, I created that. And there was a moment where, even before I was diagnosed with the illness, I had a goal that I'm going to build this internet technology, Vidi.co,
Internet
launch it,
technology,
and then
okay.
because I want to go and do other things
New
also.
media.
I want to do new media, and then I want to get into some. I want to create an organic, all natural fabric clothing line, so it can help people even more. So then, after I got diagnosed, it became a bigger initiative. Now I want to help people understand how the body works, how the body heals itself. Simple things like the lemon water, those make huge differences in people's lives.
So when you got cancer, you're curing the cancer, this incident change your goal a little bit,
Yes.
change your little bigger,
Yes.
or a little bit. No, tell me like that.
So let's say we were sitting here and you were eating McDonald's or something, or even water. So like, see this water here? This is non-toxic, BPA-free water bottle. I carry it everywhere. And inside this is my water from my spigot at home, where I have a special filter that removes all the stuff. I bought it, put it in, hands down. People love being at my house because they always want my water to shower in. It's amazingly fresh. So if you were, let's say, you were drinking Coca-Cola right here, it's kind of hard for me not to want to say something to you because I know so much now from curing it myself that I want everybody to be healthy. I want to help the world understand when they make choices what they're doing. And then to decide, I'm not absolutely perfect, but I try to be cognizant of the things you're putting in your body, because we are a living organism. So we need to have, I also explain this to people. When they say, Lynn, I want to eat like you, how can you look so fit and healthy? So they literally come over and follow everything I'm eating, and it makes me really happy because it's changing their lives. I've had my friends come follow everything I eat, and then they drop 10 pounds. All they got to do is
So
be
your
consistent.
goal is want to help people,
people.
happy, help people successful,
Educate people.
educate people. So you set up the platform, your Vidi.com. So you want to,
Vidi.com.
through this platform, help people, even everybody working with your Vidi.com to be successful. That's right?
Yes.
That's your goal.
Well,
Okay.
Vidi.co I was developing before I got my cancer. Vidi stands for Vine, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, even though Vine is now no more. It's the social media brand platform. And it allows, it's all industries, all markets. And so, for example, I have a huge respect for the influencer David Wolf. He believes in lemon water and healthy diet, and that your body heals itself. And so he would technically be an influencer, per se, for an example, on Vidi.co. And then he could get his message out. So I will definitely be using my technology to get my own message out. But I'm going to use all kinds of ways. And while I'm getting that accomplished, I am starting to plan a healthy, holistic approach to awareness. I want to push awareness. I want to say awareness tied into educating people that on their bodies. Because one thing I find for many people is they learn a new fact from me, and then they go and change it, and they're already feeling better. Just like to give you an example, like most of the deodorants that we use in the supermarket have many toxins in them, and I learned early on that imagine if you're putting that deodorant on every single day, 360 days a year. Well, you have lymph nodes right here that get the chemicals in there, and so we want to not have that there. So I switched to a crystal, and it works perfect. So, and those are the things, those little tips have been life-changing for my friends. They already feel better. They already have more energy. So they literally, they listen to everything I say, and they follow. They'll always go, Lynn, do you know of a good body wash? All my friends text me and they'll call me and go, Lynn, I need a new hairspray. What should I use? Or I'm starting to become that voice in people's lives. And when I'm around them, I want to tell them things without, offending them or anything, but your body will build up defenses. So, like, for example, normal hairspray. If you spray your hair every day, your body will build a defense to guard yourself. So you don't even know that it's toxic until you get rid of it. Then you reintroduce it a month later. You go, oh, that hairspray. That's typically what happens.
Okay.
Does
So
that make
Lynne,
sense?
our just comments, our life is beautiful, our beautiful life. If we make our life is more beautiful, we have to make ourselves more beautiful. So first we have to make ourselves more interesting. I think you are one of the interesting people. So do you have the friends that are very interesting?
I feel so fortunate to have the parents I had. My mother is a phenomenal person. She's very positive. She had a lot of trials and challenges in her life growing up. I always say she deserves to be depressed if she wanted to be, because she's been through a lot. But she chooses to be positive. And sometimes, life gets hard and we get tired and we get worried.
Still have a lot of passion?
Yeah, I love her
okay.
so much. I talk to her all the time. And whenever I'm feeling just a little bit overwhelmed.
So your mom influenced so much?
Yes. She always says this one thing to me when I'm confused.
Go on.
She says, it's not the way things are, it's the way you think things are.
Could you beg your pardon?
This is really important.
Yeah, what do you say?
One of my mother's quotes that she tells me all the time, she says, it's not the way things are, it's the way you think things are. So,
okay,
what you create in your mind.
I little bit got to the point.
So let's go back to Life is Beautiful. In that movie, he could sit there and think, obviously it's a
Yeah,
trap.
but they get waiting for death. Everybody waiting for a death, or be sad, maybe suicide, maybe
Right.
just fighting.
Yes.
But
You
they
wanna
make
give up.
they want to give up all the miserable life.
Right.
He just they pretended to be the gamer.
And I think
The way you think, your mom said, the way you think is more important.
yes, because I could go to the concentration camp, be sitting there, and there's been people who survived that, and they survived it by their will, what's in their mind, and that's such a great example for you to bring that up today, because it's truly powerful. I could be in a concentration camp and go, I'm in this concentration camp, and these mean people are gonna hurt me, or
kill. Yeah, that's very Second World War.
very challenging.
Yeah.
But if you utilize what he utilized, and you have the positive music in your head, you use the love that he had for his wife and child, and you think on that, you create in your mind a way to get through it. And you can apply that to everything. That's what I used for my cancer. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be positive. I was excited. It was scary. I had moments of despair, but I had to remind my mind, it's not the way things are, it's the way you think things are. And I know that there's facts, okay? There's evident cancer cells in the body. That's a challenge, but your mind is still very powerful. And you can, when you open your mind up, then the solutions will come. Does that make sense? But if you're negative and I can't do it and I'm done, it's hard. That's when you're tested. And when you can get through that stuff, I'm a different person after I healed myself. I am a different human. Mm-hmm. If I could do this, I knew I was strong and I could create anything you put your mind to. I make jewelry. I make the dress. I made that dress in 20 minutes, meaning I designed it and had it coutoured, because we sometimes stop ourselves. And when you free your mind up and you have a positive mind, you start to create, and then you start to share energies with people, and then you synergize, because we're all connected. So I hope that I'm not getting off track, but it's really true. So my mentor in my life, my mother, always says, it's not the way things are, it's the way you think things are. So whenever I'm sad or challenged or upset, you call your mom and you talk it out. And she goes, Lynne, it's just a state of mind. It's your state of mind. You change
So your mom is
state.
your life teacher.
Yes. One of them. And
Life
my
is
father.
our teacher, but mom is your life teacher. Hello, everybody. Here is Zhou Zhenxuan, Beautiful Life. Today, I interview the Lynne Haaland. He's one of the interesting people I interview, and we talk the beautiful life, how we make our life is beautiful. We have to make ourselves be interesting, confident, and positive. And like the Lynne mom said, the way you think, that's more important. So, how bad we are, how miserable, how horrible we are sometimes, we still be confident, to be the face of life. Thank you everybody watching 周正秀. This is a HTTV 6.3.